Welcome to Planit Butter, where the American dream becomes international through art and philodelics. I'm Jordan Alexandra Blizzard Planet. This is from my planet to yours. Less of a podcast, more of a variety show, and a very funny approach to a documentary series. Every episode is designed to provoke consciousness through applied Intucentric philosophy while recorded in a variety of intergalactic locations. Thanks for joining me for episode 140 in Mangkung, Lombok, Indonesia. Today, we are going to talk about my revived mission statement of bringing the American dream international. And we're going to maybe do a little bit, possibly a reveal story time episode. It's a tricky situation we're in. What else is new? So let's just see where we go. But let's start with the American dream becoming international. So previously, over the years of Planit Butter's development, the original mission was united individualism in its earliest years. I don't even know if I ever said it on the show. And then it evolved to normalizing non-conventionality. And there might have been a couple of other ways I played with it in between those two, but those have been the prominent ones. And the thing is, united individualism is still normalizing non-conventionality, and bringing the American dream international is also normalizing non-conventionality and united individualism. So I've essentially just built on the mission statement in a way that becomes that much more all-encompassing and ideally translates best to the collective, because my greatest challenge is translating Planit Butter to Earth, despite entirely navigating this Earth through this extreme form of my intuition, trust, self-control, self-expression, all of these fundamentals of being Intucentric. And in doing so, connecting with so many different people of so many different backgrounds, genders, ages, cultures, all of these things. And my biggest priority when I relate to Earth society is saying Earth society, because I've never wanted to isolate cultures. I want to bring together cultures. I want to recognize, observe myself and all of these other cultures in relation to humanity. Humanity is society rather than individual societies, because also with being Intucentric, and another one of the fundamentals is recognizing our own lives as our individual timeline and our individual conditioning and our individual trajectories, our ideal selves, all being products of something so much larger than we can fathom, which is the universe, our souls, and recognizing that it's up to us to take responsibility for our conditioning, transcend the parts of our conditioning that do not resonate with us so that we can more likely self-actualize. Because another fundamental of being Intucentric is really this self-actualization. And that's really what the American dream is, right? Like, I could cry just saying it. It's like, it's this beautiful luxury of self-actualization. So how amazing for me to be this American, traveling this world, bringing this philosophy with me, my art and my philodelics, philodelics being Planit Butter's word that's defined as expanding consciousness through Intucentricism. Intucentricism is the collaboration between our ego and our intuition. The way of Intucentricism is being Intucentric. That's the practice. Leading with our intuition while prioritizing self-control and self-expression. The result is in the best interest of the collective. And so when we all take that personal responsibility, which Planit Butter defines as the willingness to do more, do less, and pivot what we can control, then we are that much more likely to self self-actualize. And that self-actualization is aligned with the American dream. And also, why do I say the American dream? Not only am I American and is what I'm doing with Planit Butter entirely my American dream, my embodiment of the American dream. America is the most well-branded, popular country on this fucking earth. Set aside the politics, set aside whatever, just set it all aside for a second and understand that I'm from New York City. There is not a single place on this earth that I have been so far, and there's plenty more for me to travel, don't get me wrong, but I have never been anywhere and not seen someone wearing a New York Yankees hat. Not anywhere. Like a baseball team, which is such an American sport. So take a second to just appreciate the power of influence that America has. America is, even when I say I'm American, people are like, you don't look American. I'm like, literally, what does American look like? America is literally like, yes, New York is the melting pot, but America is known for changing people's lives for the better. And when we take that personal responsibility and choose to self-actualize, we are embodying our American dream. So when I say the mission is bringing the American dream international, I'm saying we don't need to be physically in America to embody this entitlement to taking control over our own minds and choosing to expand our consciousness of ourselves, of the collective, and give so much love to everyone, everywhere. And I feel like in America's beautiful sentiment of the American dream, that regardless of where you come from or your social class, that you can become who you want to be, make your dreams come true. And I'm saying, essentially, here's how, with your Intucentric way. Like, what a better way to translate Planit Butter and the mission? Like, I literally traveled this earth filming this show, talking to all these different people. And mind you, I literally have set world records with this show. It is it is the world's most geographically diverse solo video podcast across exclusively in non-studio environments, recorded across more than 55 locations in more than 15 countries. And so, yes, I am single-handedly bringing the American Dream international, because this is my American dream and I'm bringing myself international. And not only am I embodying my American dream in this process, what I'm offering is for you to take it upon yourself to embody and practice your Intucentric way, which is also, in a sense, equivalent to your American dream. And what a beautiful thing that through hard work, love, intention, practice, ferocity, we all really can embody this. And no, it's not easy, but we can choose to make it fun. And sure, there's plenty of countries where that freedom isn't as easily accessed, but hopefully with Planit Butter's playful and ferocious nature, I can start to make that change a little bit more accessible through my embodiment, through my world travels, through my relations with different people, different places, different cultures, my observations of humanity as a collective. What a beautiful thing. And so, together, we are effectively honoring the evolution of Planit Butter's mission, which is, yes, united individualism, because fundamentally, in embodying your American dream, that is your individualistic path. So if we all do that together, There it is, united individualism. And then furthermore, we get to the normalizing non-conventionality. While that, again, also true, because it's that beauty of everybody is actually an out-of-the-box thinker and beer. The box only exists because so many people have succumbed to whatever their societal conditioning is. So my theory has always been there is no box. uh, there is no box. There is no box because everybody's outside of the box. And the box is this, I don't know how it even caught on in the way that it did, I guess through fear tactics, scarcity driven everything. So many problems. But we can tackle these problems one Intucentric way at a time, because one of you out there, at least one of you, will find it within their Intucentric way that your path is shifting this scarcity driven society from scarcity to abundant driven society. Maybe that's your job. And so when we all embody our Intucentric way, you are honoring your non-conventionality, which effectively normalizes non-conventionality, because the more people that are non-conventional, the more normal non-conventionality becomes. Quite simple, I would say. And bring it home with the latest mission, bringing the American dream international. We take the dream from America and we spread it to the rest of the world from the Planit Butter jet. Ta-da! I'm really excited, and I hope to inspire you to honor your Intucentric way, leading with your intuition, prioritizing self-control and self-expression, and we do so through primarily the 3 core concepts of being Intucentric, the 3 core methods, self-friendship, and playfully the Planit Butter jet ring of consciousness, our cycle for decision making. You can read all about it in the latest book, Intucentric, Becoming a New Breed of Human Potential. You can order it in any fucking format on planetbutter.com/books. Another world record. 2, actually. The most original defined linguistic constructs published by a single author, me, within a single philosophical manuscript. 41 proprietary terms in Intucentric. And I'm also the first artist to independently write, edit, design, audio narrate, and visually perform a single body of work across 5 distinct media formats. Again, Intucentric. Any fucking format being hardcover, paperback, ebook, audiobook, and video book, which is like a story time. Me to you. Now, I'll just lightly touch on the story time, possibly reveal episode. So we are in Lombok right now, and in the last few days of being here, Bali's coming, and I'm like, oh my god, Bali, do you want me back? Like, guys, I feel the most connected to Bali. Bali is like, if I had to choose a location to call home besides myself, it is Bali. And so Bali is coming up, to the point that I was getting a walking tour at a gym, and this girl asked me about Bali, and I started crying, like just little tears. I was like, oh, Bali. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing here? Lombok is like Bali's weird but cool older brother, maybe younger brother, probably younger brother, I guess. Just by the developments of it. These views are insane. The people have been really sweet, but the energy is different. Obviously, nowhere is like Bali. Bali is literally the most magical place on earth. And so I'm like, okay, well, let's have a think about this. And in my thinking and my relationships, I touched base with a couple of people in the area that was pulling me, Uluwatu, and I have a collaborator available to enhance the trajectory of the Planit Butter Nutter. So we have the recipe locked in from last year in Bali, and I had a great focus group last year where a bunch of people from all over the world affirmed their love of the flavor, the texture of the Planit Butter Nutter. So I'm like, okay, all these different countries like my peanut butter, check. Talk about bringing the American dream international. Also, I feel like peanut butter is so American, which is so cool. So yeah, so that's really cool because we have the recipe. It is available for licensing and collaboration, but now I have a collaborator willing, ready, and able to help escalate it to the next level from an operations and scientific standpoint in terms of like a proper expiration date and those types of things. Even though it's available for licensing and collaborations, I just figured that if somebody wanted to license it, we would just get the scientific stuff like ready to go when it came to licensing. So I've just always positioned it as licensing and collaboration because I'm building the media side. The peanut butter side has always been designed for proper partnership for other people who know exactly what they're doing with operations and scaling of CPG products, while I know what I'm doing and evolving with the media side. And then I can also get my hands on the Planit Butter Nutter side with creating the recipe, the branding, like they all inform each other, right? So the fact that the Planit Butter Nutter was planted again on my development radar in Uluwatu, where I was also feeling the pull, is like, oh, very interesting, Uni. And then on top of that, I'm also, as you guys obviously know, we're always on the Planit Butter Jet mission. So I'm like, wait a second. I'm the closest island away from Bali right now, which means a Planit Butter Jet ride would be really feasible, possibly. So I reached out to a bunch of companies to see about filming today's episode on a jet or helicopter, Planit Butter helicopter, from Lombok to Bali. And if that happens, this will be a reveal episode. If it doesn't happen, then the story continues. And this will just be another one of my non-linear, ridiculous developmental documentations. But I really feel like I'm going on a jet. And then I even was like, well, or I'll take a commercial flight and I'll still film in the air, but that's not the same thing. But I will do it. So I don't know. We're going to see what today holds. It's 9:47 a.m. The episode has to be released today. And we just might be on a helicopter to Bali today. We don't know. We don't know. I tried to crowdfund it. Unsuccessful. Which the amount of love and support that I got from you lovely audience members is phenomenal, but that's not paying for the flight, guys. So you like seem to want to see the episode happen. You just don't want to participate in making it happen, which I don't quite understand. So I'm still negotiating with the helicopter companies and continuing my extraordinary transparency with you lovely viewers. And for those of you who watch this in the future, just keep whatever you're working on, just keep going. Just keep going. Get creative, always negotiate, and keep trusting yourself and the universe and the magic, because my energy right now, like there's no part of me that doesn't feel like it's going. Like I know I'm going on a helicopter today. I can feel it. I don't know how, but I can feel it, which is ridiculous. So let's see what happens. So we've got, because how epic would it be? We do last week's episode, Bali's highest peak, Mount Jagung. And then in that week, we get the pull, we honor the pull to Lombok. And then we get to fly the Planit Butter jet to Bali again as the next episode. So we go from the highest peak to literally in the air. Come on. And when we land, it's Planit Butter Nutter time. Like, that's fucking epic. So come on, uni. I've done my part. That's when we say uni's got it. Let's see some magic. All right, guys. This is my American dream. I am bringing it international, and I hope to inspire you to embody your Intucentric way, effectively making the American dream international and normalizing non-conventionality and doing all of these epic things together. Because how cool will society be when we all embody our Intucentric way? I trust you. I trust me. What will be, will be. So maybe I'll see you on the Planit Butter jet, or I'll see you next Thursday, which could also be on the Planit Butter jet. Stay tuned. From my planet to yours. And again, Intucentric, planetbutter.com/books. If you like watching this delicious show, make sure to rate it, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. It would surely help spread the Planit Butter word. Spread the Planit Butter nutter. All right. Have a beautiful day.